Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Full list of W.H. Smith store closures in 2025 after brand announces major update. W.H. Smith, long the UK's go-to for pens, Sudoku books and gifts, is closing down 10 branches in 2025 in another blow to the UK High Street. 8 branches have already been closed in Scotland, Kent, and Manchester this year as the historic retailer places 500 stores up for sale. And now shoppers will be waving goodbye to even more in London, Manchester, and the West Midlands. The news comes as W.H. Smith is set to disappear from the High Street after being sold for £76 million. The stationery brand, which was founded in 1792, has announced it is selling its shops to the owner of Hobbycraft, Modella Capital, and will eventually rebrand as T.G. Jones. The sale does not include the retailer's locations in airports and train stations. The brand has also not been sold to Modella Capital. W.H. Smith, which runs 1,100 stores, announced plans to open 110 new branches in airports, railway stations, and hospitals. In another move to revamp, the retailer will sell now trendy vinyl records after 30 years off the shelves. 76 of its stores will soon stock Toys R Us products, an iconic toy shop that disappeared almost a decade ago. W.H. Smith is not alone in shuttering stores. Last year, more than 13,000 high street shops closed for good, according to the Center for Retail Research. Hillsowen is becoming a ghost town, said on Facebook user on the Dudley Town's W.H. Smith closing. On the disclosure, a local shopper added, "This is unfair for this town." An Oldham resident said, "Couldn't make it up." Some new stores are opening, however, as W.H. Smith moves away from the high street to travel hubs. According to its accounts, travel sales grew by 15% over the same time frame, compared to a 3% fall in revenue for its high street portfolio. Revenue across the business rose 8% over the 20 weeks to January 20, compared to the same period the previous year. It previously pledged to open 15 stores in 2024, with an additional 15 after that each year over the medium term. W.H. Smith CEO Carl Cowling told the BBC in 2023 that the newsagent spent £100 million opening new stores in airports, and aimed to capture over 20% of the airport retail market over the next 4 years in the US and Europe. Kate Hardcastle, chief executive of retail insights agency Insight with Passion, added that airports and service stations were a golden opportunity for W.H. Smith after they had been dwindling on high streets. As more of us now travel with technology, we are all the more likely to forget essentials, all much more of a selling opportunity than the odd bottle of water. A retailer like W.H. Smith is going to see the value in investing and building a new captive airport audience than a challenged high street, she added. Music fans will soon be able to pick up records in more than 80 W.H. Smith sites across the nation. The newsagent initially stopped selling vinyls over 30 years ago, when demand for the product slowed. But sales have increased since 2006 as some people pivoted to a more vintage way of listening to music, while others switched from CDs to iTunes and streaming. Sales for the classic music product grew for the 16th year in a row last year, with over 6 million sold. Emma Smythe, commercial director of the newsagent, said, "After 30 years, vinyl is back at W.H. Smith. I'm sure there are many customers out there who remember spending hours in record shops, browsing the latest vinyl LPs and the artistic record covers. It's no surprise that vinyl is growing in popularity again, and we are very excited to be bringing back record selections to more than 80 different stores across the UK for both seasoned fans and new listeners alike," she added. The full list of W.H. Smith locations where you can purchase a vinyl is as follows. Get in touch with our news team by emailing us at webnews@metro.co.uk. For more stories like this, check our news page. Era. More inside the £18 million ghost shopping centre that now stands empty. Era. More, much-loved London shop Cool Britannia to close, leaving famous Oxford Street without identity. Era. More, Blockbuster is returning to the UK for a limited time only. Stay on top of the headlines with daily email updates. This site is protected by Ray CAPTCHA and the Google privacy policy and terms of service apply. Your information will be used in line with our privacy policy.